Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Lana. Good morning, Gretchen. Waiting for everyone to get on here this morning. I apologize for my voice and my eyes this morning. Allergies were the worst they've been this morning, so I'm fighting through them. Hope everyone has had a good week thus far. Just give everyone a few moments here to get logged on. Knowing that we need weights if you choose to use them, or bottled water, canned goods if you want to use those, or no weights at all options in class. Maybe this is it for this morning. Um, I would like to say that I promise I'm going to get the timing down here, but we did start earlier on Monday for the second session, but we also didn't go 45 minutes on the first session. So I'm going to blame it on my allergies this week, but just kidding. But we're going to get it right. So the first session is 45 minutes. Good morning, Jane. So I fixed it on the notes. So hopefully this will be the final fix. But we are supposed to go till 10, and then the second session starts at 10:15, and then the last at 11. So I apologize that it's been a little bit back and forth. I'm still trying to get my bearings on this format. So I appreciate you being patient with me. We're going to continue our mantra this week, if I can pull it up, just so I make sure I say it right. Our mantra this week was starting each day with a grateful heart. So tapping into that intention as we begin our practice this morning. And during our break, we will do some brain curls. We'll get to know each other more this week. That's kind of what I've chosen to do for our brain curls, is just ask questions, get to know one another. Good morning, Renee. Remembering that if you ever feel faint or dizzy or just need a break, please listen to your body, take those breaks, and then when you're feeling ready, you can jump back right in wherever you left off. Um, Knowing that you can use weights or no weights, and keeping that chair handy. I try to cue that you will have a chair available whenever you need it. So when I'm going to get myself set up, we're going to just jump in, and hopefully other people will join on, and we'll get started with our warm up this morning. Hopefully today I don't get frozen like I did on Monday. I'm going to pray that that just keeps us from doing that. So as always, option to sit in your chair or stand this morning. So to start our warm up, we're just going to do some shoulder rolls this morning. Just inhaling the shoulders up and down. Nice big inhales, exhales as you roll those shoulders. I'm coming close to make sure if nobody else is signed on. Just keep breathing. Nice work. When you feel complete, you can start to roll the shoulders in the opposite direction. Maybe closing down your eyes in this warm-up to really lock in your intention for this morning's session. Tapping into our bodies this morning. All right, when you've done a couple in the opposite direction, we're going to start doing little soft neck rolls. Inhaling at the top, exhaling as your neck comes to the bottom. Taking this nice and easy, being kind to our joints this morning. Maybe this is the first time you've really created any movement, so being very mindful. Good morning. Marjorie, good morning, hon. Welcome this morning. Keep doing those gentle neck rolls. And when you come back around, holding that right ear to the right shoulder, maybe just pausing right here, maybe gently putting your hand on your head for a little extra stretch this morning. Big full breath, and then release, taking it all the way around. We're going to switch directions with those neck rolls, taking it to the left first, dropping chin to chest, coming nice and around. Beautiful work. Keep breathing. Taking it nice and slow. When you come around on this turn to the left, keeping the left ear, left shoulder, and again, taking whatever variation feels good for you this morning. And again, I apologize for my voice. I sound like a frog, and I apologize. I've taken allergy medicine. It doesn't seem to be helping very much. All right, release. Let's take those arms up over our head, maybe interlacing the fingers. Maybe you can come forward. If coming up over top doesn't feel good, coming forward, just rounding the spine, stretching out any kinks. If you're coming up top, maybe you stretch side to side, taking it very slow. Exhale, release. Let's do that again. Inhale through the nose, finding whatever variation feels good, lower or higher, and stretching out those kinks this morning. Nice job. We're going to release. We're going to do some big circles with our arms. Inhaling. Remembering that if going up really high like this causes discomfort in the shoulders, you can always come lower and do smaller circles. It's always a choice. Nice big inhales, and then just start to switch your circles when you feel complete, opening up those shoulders. Nice job. Continuing to warm up. We are going to put our hands on our hips. You can always do this in the chair. We're going to do our little hula hoop here, stretching out our hips. The slower you take it, and if you pause here in the center, this is a choice. You don't have to do this. Pausing here in the center with a soft bend and you're hinging at the hips, you're going to feel that in the back of your legs getting a nice stretch. If that doesn't serve you, you can just keep rolling it around. Just knowing you have options in these movements. And when you feel complete, we're going to switch directions with those hip circles, taking it nice and slow. Knowing that staying taller and doing a smaller range of motion in these circles is good as well. Lots of choices. All right, when you feel complete, we're going to come into our marches. So knowing you can keep your chair close, you can have hands on hips, you can bring your hands up here and just march, and also you can come into marching with your hands this morning. Nice job. Keep marching. Let's warming up our core here. And what I mean, not necessarily our core, but inside our body, our core temperature this morning, we're warming up as we start to get into our workout this morning. Keep marching. Keep using your abs to pull those legs up, knowing that you can take this as slow as you need to, that feels comfortable for you. Nice job. Let's do 5 more wherever you are, pulling up those knees, marching to that movement. 3, 2, and 1. Release. We're going to do our little step out. So you can step here, just little with your legs, or you can use your hands, coming into kind of a step out jack, knowing you can sit in your chair and just do step outs in the chair. Nice job. Keep breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice job. Coming nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, start to fold gently. You can do this in the chair, letting everything hang long. I'm not going to completely hang long, friends. That's when I feel the sinus pressure. But hanging everything long, releasing the shoulder, the neck, all the joints, and pausing here for just a moment, soaking up that breath work, locking in that intention for your practice this morning. Maybe it's a mantra. It's remembering to wake up with a grateful heart. Maybe it's a different mantra for you. Maybe it's something else. Telling yourself kind words this morning. Slowly inhale, halfway lift. Nice big inhale. Exhale, fold again. And just pause in that silence for just a breath and repeating that mantra to yourself before you stand and rise. And with an inhale, slowly start to walk yourself back up inch by inch, very slowly this morning so we don't get dizzy. Nice work. We're going to begin our strength session this morning, so make sure you grab a drink of water. Before we start here, option to use weights or not, option to stand or sit, okay? So I'm listening to your body. I'm going to walk you through it first. So we're going to come into our punches this morning. We're going to start with punching straight forward, just like this. So knowing you can sit in the chair, okay? So getting yourself set up wherever feels good for you. Bringing those arms up and just inhale and exhale, coming into those punches. Nice work. Keep that spine long and keep pulling the abdomen back. Pull it back to that spine as much as possible. Making sure that when you're coming into these punches, that we're being kind to our elbow joints. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice work. Rolling out the shoulders if you need that. All right. Staying with our punches this morning, we're going to go across the body, knowing you can sit or stand, and maybe you pivot that foot. Maybe this is where you are, right here, okay? So we're going to do it together, setting up where you feel comfortable. Relax the neck, shoulders as much as possible, and punch it across. Punch and punch. You got this. Nice work. Reaching and pulling using that resistance. Maybe you have water bottles. Maybe you have our OK fingers with no weights. All good choices. 5, 4. You got this. 2 more. And last one. Nice work. Relaxing the shoulders, rolling them out if you need to. We're going to come into, I call this a fly, and I want you to keep your elbows kind of bent so we don't want to lock out our arms. So it's not a lateral raise. It's more of working our back, okay? Option to just sit in the chair, hinge over your, I can't speak this morning. Hinging at your hips a little bit over the top of your legs and coming right here. Okay, that's option 1. I still have a bend in my elbows, so we don't want to come up like this. We want to bend and work that mid-back where our shoulder blades are. Other option is standing, hinging a little bit, still over our hips just a little bit, and coming into this. And we're going to step out and fly, okay? So whatever feels good for you this morning, get yourself set up. Nice big breaths wherever we are. Soft bend, almost like we're holding a beach ball. Step out if you're standing, squeeze at the top, and release. Same if you're in the chair, squeeze and release. Out and in. You got this. Little tiny step outs. It doesn't have to be a huge step out if you're standing. I'd rather you focus on the arms, so really squeeze that mid-back, and you're pulling that core as you're lifting. Notice I didn't tell you how many to do because I want you to focus more on what's feeling good for you this morning and more about the form and getting that strength in, okay? So wherever you are, no matter how many you've done, do 5 more. Here we go. 5, 4, keep squeezing. 3, 2, and release. Nice work. Take a breath. We're going to go on to some other things, giving our arms a little bit of a break here this morning. So roll out the arms, shake them out. Grab a drink, get your breath back. I'll be drinking a lot of water since my mouth is so dry this morning. I'm just setting up. You continue to take those breaks. All right. We are going to come into balance strength this morning. So our choices here, we're going to first stand right to the side of our chair, come into some heel lifts, okay? We're going to warm up the joints in our feet, taking care of our entire body this morning. So if you feel like you've gotten a drink, your heart rate's come down a little bit from those flies, we're going to stand next to our chair. Nice, strong spine. You can also do this seated. We've done that where we just lift our heels. It's the same thing. So when you're ready, inhaling, squeeze, exhale, release. You can play with hovering your hands for some balance this morning. If you're feeling like, today my balance is not feeling 100%, option to just keep your hands on the chair the whole time, knowing that where you are is perfect for you. Everybody's at different levels. Inhaling and exhaling, squeezing the glutes when you come to the top. 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice job. Keeping with our balance and our strength, we're going to come with our left leg next to the chair. We're going to point our right foot forward. We're going to take our arm. I'm going to lift my camera. I don't know if you can see my arm. Good morning, Beverly. If this causes too much discomfort to do tricep extensions, because we're doing a little balance here. I have my foot pointed on the floor and I'm putting weight into this standing leg. If this causes discomfort, take your arm. We've done this before. Take your arm in front, hold that arm, and that tricep comes right here. Okay? Option to do this in your chair as well, and I'm going to show you that. So you can sit. I'm still going to lift my leg for added strength. That's all it is. You're balancing, and you can come right here or here, a little lower range of motion. So I just left my foot up the whole time I was in that chair. Lots of choices this morning, friends. So when you're ready, getting yourself set up, I'm holding my chair for some stability. If that doesn't serve you, you can just stand with parallel legs, okay? I'm just giving you choices. So if you're ready, and this is what it looks like, slower range, taking that arm in and out. If you want to come up a little higher, it's kind of behind your head. Keep working. Keep squeezing. If you want to hold your chair like this, that's a choice as well. Just working some balance, some strength here. Let's do 4 more. And 2. And 1. Release. Shake out that tricep if it started to talk to you. We got the other side, friends. Nice job. So I will do this one in the chair. I like to give you guys lots of options and show you we can build no matter where we are. So if you chose to be in the chair, you're going to lift this time the left foot, because if you were standing, if you're going to stay standing, you're going to lift the left and the chair is going to be on your right. So you're just switching your chair, switching arms. So the arm's going to go over your head right here, or you're going to hold your arm and come right here. All right? So taking time to get set up. If you're standing, remember you're holding your chair. It would be right here on this arm. And my left leg is up, pointing my toe. Okay? Here we go. Whatever variation feels good for you. And let's start getting that tricep work. Nice job. Breathing, inhaling, exhaling as you release that tricep extension. Breathing. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, and 1, release. Maybe shake out if that feels good. Hopefully that felt good for you guys. Triceps are important. They're just kind of a hard muscle to work, but we're going to get there all together. So grab a drink if you need it. Before we move on, so we're going to do some, we've done a lot. We've done some upper body, some punches, some triceps. So we're going to start with some lower body stuff. We've done these before. So to start, you're going to sit in your chair. Feet are going to be flat on the floor. And we are going to do squats, but we're going to stand, okay? We're going to use our chair for some stability. If that doesn't serve you and you like to use your chair in front of you and come down to a squat this way, that's okay too, okay? The chair's just nice. Good morning, Lucille. Happy that you're here. So setting up for your squats, we're going to do 10. So getting your legs nice and parallel. Maybe your toes are slightly turned out. Maybe you're sitting in the chair and standing. Lots of choices. Here we go. Inhaling, sink those hips back. Exhale, push through the heels and lift. Inhale down, pull that core back and lift. Nice work. You're pretending to sit in that chair if you're standing, or you are coming all the way down into that chair. Lifting, taking your time, squeezing each one of those muscle groups. Really intentional movements here. Beautiful. 7, 8, 9. One more, friends. And 10. Release. Beautiful work. Nice job. We're going to move on with some more lower body stuff. So take your time. We are going to sit in our chair if you're not already there. So nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale. Release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Release. Nice work. All right, this is our next strength movement here. We're going to scoot away from the chair. We've done this before. We're going to inhale, lean back, a little bit of core. Exhale, push, and stand. Okay? That's what we're doing this morning. So get yourself nice and set up. Inhale as you scoot back. Exhale, pull, and sit. Sitting back down in that chair. Taking your time. Inhale, exhale, push. Knowing that I'm not counting because I want you to do as many as feel good. No matter what number I say we have left, it's more about quality of the movement, getting your strength in for today and nobody else's. A number is just a goal. Maybe you feel like, oh, I could have done some more. Well, we save that for another day. But we just meet each other where we are. We got this. Inhaling and exhaling, push through those heels. Nice job. Wherever you are, 3 more. Inhale, exhale, push. Nice job. All right, friends. This is your last one. Inhale, exhale, release. Beautiful work, friends. Grab a drink. You did so good. We're going to sit in our chair for the rest of this before we cool down. So taking your time in that drink. Nice job. All right. Going to continue to build some back strength this morning before we go into a little bit of core work, and then you get to do your cool down. So options here. You do not have to use a weight. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Sitting tall with a tall spine, feet are flat. We're going to lift our arms. That's working our back and our shoulders. So you're going to lift, pull, forward, okay? So front ways. Lift the arms straight up, pull them into the chest, push them out, and release. That's what we're coming into, okay? So nice tall spine. Roll the shoulders down and back. Lift the arms. Hold for just a brief moment before you pull, push, and release. Knowing you can use your okay fingers, out, pull, out, and release. Really using that core here, so think about pulling that core back, sucking in our tummies here, and release. Nice job. Up, pull, push, release. Up, really using your core when you pull those weights up. Then pull those shoulder blades together and then push and release. Lots of muscle groups working this morning on this movement. Up, pull, push, and release. You see we're taking this slow. I want you to have to use your core as you lift. You're pulling that core back. Spine stays as long as possible. Pull the shoulder blades together. Push it back and release. Let's do 4 more. Inhale up. Squeeze. Push. Release. Nice job. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release. See how we do that with our breath work. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Inhale. You got this. With your breath work, we got 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Pull. Inhale. Release it straight. Exhale. Release those arms. Start to roll those shoulders. Maybe roll those wrists. That's a really good one for your whole mid-back, your core. You have to stand up nice and tall to pull those weights in to the body. Nice job. All right, putting those weights down. We're going to come into a little bit of core work here, and then we will finish our session this morning with a cool down. So we just did this, but we're going to do it again, friends, because we need to get those cores nice and strong. So we're not going to stand this time, but you're going to take those feet flat on the floor here, scooting just a little bit away from your chair, not anything that's going to hurt your back. So I don't want you to be clear up here where that causes discomfort on your lower back. It's just a little bit up where you can feel that pull as you release, okay? So as we inhale, stretch back, exhale, really pull those abs, okay? Here we go. Inhale and exhale, using that core and using that beautiful breath for that strength right here. That back is working, that lower back, the core is working. Inhaling every time you go back, exhaling as you release, lifting, keeping the spine as long as possible. So we're not hunching over. We want to keep our spine nice and long. Nice work. Let's do 5 more wherever you are. Not giving any mention to how many you've done. It's more of that quality and being present for your body. Nice job. 2 more. And release. Nice job. Maybe rounding your spine here. Little cat-cow. We've done these before. Maybe that cat-cow feels good after doing that little series. So exhaling, pushing, inhaling, lifting that spine, getting that heart nice and open. Exhaling, round. Inhaling forward. Beautiful. Do a couple with your own breath. Tapping back into our practice here. When it gets a little challenging, this is where we come back always to the breath. And when you feel complete, we're going to switch. We're going to move our core. A couple more core exercises before we finish class this morning. So taking your time, if you need a drink of water, always listening to your body. Sorry, my eye is terribly itchy this morning. All right, we are going to come in to some core. So if you choose, this is an option. You do not have to use weights. You could do no weights. But you're sitting in your chair and you're going to reach down and reach up. And then we're going to alternate. Reach down. Now the key is we don't want to do this where I'm reaching forward. We want to stay as tall as we can with our spine and concentrating on, it's not about getting all the way to the floor. It's getting that little extension in that side abdomen and then reaching, okay? So knowing no weights, you can come right here and you are still working, my friend, okay? So getting set up for whatever feels good for you this morning. Nice and tall, big smiles, reach and pull. Inhale the weights down, exhale, pull that side body. Taking this as slow as you need to so we don't throw off our equilibrium, right, and make ourselves dizzy. So take this slow. Use your breath. Your breath is that cadence that helps you take it to the pace that feels good for you. Everybody, breath work is different as well. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice job. Don't forget to smile this morning, remembering what we wake for this morning that we are grateful for. Let's do 4 more. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Nice job. Last one. And release. You can set those weights down if you had those. Whew, nice work. Grab a drink if you need it. I'm going to set you up for our next core series. Okay? So hands are going to go behind our head and we're going to twist and then center. That's all we're doing. We're going to alternate. Side, center, side. Okay? So whenever you're ready, get yourself set up. It's so good to work our core. I call it our trunk space. If you've noticed today, we've done some back, shoulders, lots of core, legs, but keeping our trunk really nice and healthy. So setting up, flat back, sitting nice and tall in the chair. You're going to inhale, twist, exhale, center. We're going to go to the opposite side. Inhale and exhale. Really grounding those feet into the floor. Nice tall spines. And you're really pulling back that tummy. Only taking the twist to where you're comfortable. So we're not trying to hurt the spine. It's more of that rotation in the core. Nice job. Keep breathing. Taking your gaze as slow as you need to. We don't want to get dizzy. Beautiful work. Keep going. We got this. Keep grounding those feet into the floor. Let's do 4 more wherever you are. Inhaling in that twist. Exhaling to center. Nice job. 2 more. Last one. Release. Maybe roll out the shoulders and the neck. Nice job, friends. Whew. All right. A little bit more core work here this morning. I don't know if we've done these before, but we're going to do it this morning. So we're going to take our arms up. They don't have to be all the way up. Here in front is fine. You're going to lift the opposite leg, opposite hand. So my right arm is going to go to my left leg. So a little twist, okay? And release. Twist and release. This is what it's going to look like. I'm trying to keep my spine as tall as possible. So we don't want to reach down to then lift. We want to it's subtle, but we're also using our back and our core as we do this. Because if we lower, then we lose some of that strength. So we want to keep as tall as we possibly can. Reaching. Whenever you're ready, start reaching. Maybe you've already started. Some of you are my overachievers in class. Yes, that's great. Keep reaching for those feet. Spine is long. Inhaling in the reach. Exhaling the arm up. Inhaling. and exhaling. You got this. Nice core work this morning. Tapping into our intentions when it becomes challenging, knowing that there is so much goodness that comes from a challenge. We push through it. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice job. All right, friends, that was it for your strength this morning. We are going to begin our cool down. So we are going to stretch our arms and our backs. We're going to come into a seated forward fold. You can do this standing. We did this at the beginning of the class, listening to your body, sitting nice and tall. Inhale the arms long. Exhale, reach for those toes. And then relax, letting everything surrender, soaking in the efforts of your practice, feeling the stretch in that back. And inhale, slowly roll up inch by inch, sitting nice and tall. Let's do that again. Nice big inhale with those arms. Exhale, reach with the heart forward first before you fold, and then coming into that fold, releasing any tension that you still may be feeling this morning. And inhale, slowly roll up. All right, friends, we are going to bring our arms up and then exhale, split those arms, coming into a gentle side twist. That should feel good on that core we used this morning. Keeping the spine nice and long, neck is long, but relax the shoulders and surrender into that twist. Inhale, come center. Exhale, split to the opposite side. Nice job. Sitting nice and tall. And breathing. And release to center. We're going to take our left arm across our body, coming into those arm stretches that we worked. Maybe you roll out your wrist in this stretch. Maybe you just keep it stretched. That's okay. Do what feels good for you. Then we'll inhale that arm up and over and hold that tricep. If this causes discomfort, you can just pat yourself on the back, hold your arm right here. It can be lower range of motion, still getting that stretch in that tricep, okay? And breathing into the stretch and release. Nice job. Right arm comes across, trying to keep that shoulder out of your ear. So drop that shoulder and a gentle pull here just to get that arm a nice stretch. Again, taking those rolls with the wrist if that feels good. Nice job. Inhaling, patting yourself on the back and maybe just holding that tricep in place, trying to keep the spine nice and long. We don't want to round our shoulders here. Beautiful. And release. We're going to start doing little circles here out to the side. So I'm taking my circles a little lower this morning, but you can take them higher if you choose. Just inhaling and exhaling. Nice job. A couple more in this direction and then switch. Nice work. Tapping back into your practice. Giving yourself grace and love for what your body did for you this morning, for being able to be in this space together. And release. We're going to take those arms, stretch them, interlace. round the spine, and roll out any kinks. Feel free to find any movement that feels good in that back that we did this morning. And maybe you come up tall here and release. Nice job. Let's do that again. Inhale up, interlace those fingers. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you start to find some little space to wiggle out the spine. Maybe you come forward just a little bit, feeling the stretch in that back. And slowly inhale those arms up and over if you choose, or you just release. Nice job, friends. Final moment here together. Please take a moment to give yourself some love. Every day is a special day, finding what we are grateful for. So nice big inhale, scoop up that love. Exhale. Release. Nice job, friends. Way to push hard this morning. I think we lost some of you. We had more. Hopefully they didn't get kicked off. Thank you so much for your practice with me this morning. Sorry my voice is kind of groggy. This morning, if you'd like to stick around before you log off, we are talking about starting each day with a grateful heart. So you are so welcome, Marjorie. Thank you. If you'd like to share what you're grateful for this morning, and then just a fun little question so we can get to know each other more, is if you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose and why? Thank you, Beverly. Thank you so much. I'm not supposed to have dairy, but I really, really, really like cheese. So if I had to pick for the rest of my life, it would probably be a charcuterie board with like meats and cheeses and a little side of wine. That would probably be, if I could only eat one thing for the rest of my life, that would probably be what it would be, even though I'm not supposed to have the dairy. Thank you, Gretchen. Oh, wonderful. I hope you are able. Having those times with friends is so important, Gretchen. So I hope you're able to get out and enjoy that time. And that's the wonderful thing about these lives, right? Is that you can tap back in on Facebook and watch the session later. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week if I don't see you. And I will hope to see you next week. Wonderful. Oh, thank you, Lana. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate all the kind words and positive messages. It warms my heart very much. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, Lana. I was going to plant again. I feel like I say that every time I'm on here. My life is really busy with mom life. I was going to plant this weekend and then I saw there's a freeze warning. So I was like, ah. Oh, Gretchen, wonderful. I can give you, I try to really limit my sweets as well. And when you're um, gluten and dairy free, I feel like that forces you to even more limit sweets because lots of sweets have all those things. Thank you, Lucille. So Gretchen, I'm learning to use natural sweeteners and then things you wouldn't normally think are sweet. So one of my favorite things to make is avocado pudding. So I don't know if you've ever tried that. I think it's better than real pudding. It's very rich and in a good way. But you make it with real like baking cocoa powder, the chocolate powder, um, coconut milk in a can, and avocados, and a little bit of sweetener of your choice. I used agave nectar or honey, and it's really good. You put it in the fridge, excuse me, and it's really, really yummy. So, because because sweets are just hard to completely cut out, but finding healthier sweets is a good choice. So um, that's one of my tricks that I use when I'm wanting a sweet. I also will chop up apples and put a peanut butter, and I'll drizzle a little bit of honey on top, and sometimes chocolate. I'm not supposed to have the dairy, but sometimes I'll put that chocolate on there. That's another good one. But we do feel better when we limit the sugar for sure. Sugar's in everything. And I recently stumbled across a dairy free whipped cream. So, like Cool Whip. And so it's the So Delicious brand. And so I've been getting, they had at Dillon's the other day, they had uh, raspberries and blackberries on sale for a really good deal. So I've been doing that when I'm feeling like I want a sweet treat as well, and putting that Cool Whip in the berries, and that's been really yummy as well. So, well, we just have a few minutes left. Um, I'm going to run to the little girl's room because I've had coffee this morning. Um, and then we will get started with our 10:15 class, and I think sometimes we have some friends from out of state join us for the 10:15, so giving them a little bit of time. Oh, yes, Gretchen, I agree. We can't say no to everything. I just had this discussion with a girlfriend because I have health things that I feel like I limit all kinds of things. And I'm starting to try to wean off coffee just because caffeine has been shown for autoimmune diseases just like not be the best thing. And I try not to drink very much either. And I told my friend, I was like, this is getting silly. I feel like I'm saying no to everything. So I decided that there's truth to just being happy, right? And you can't say no to everything. So thank you, Ruth. Have a wonderful day. And so I just decided um, some things. Sometimes I like a glass of wine, and I'm just going to say yes to that glass of wine if I'd like it, because I say no to everything else to stay healthy. So um, I think if that serves you and feels good, Gretchen, absolutely. There's such a big part of being mentally healthy as well. So that is wonderful. All right, I will be back in just a few minutes and we'll get started with our second session this morning. Hi, Carol. Sorry. I went to the little girl's room and then my dog needed to be let out, so I apologize. But I'm here. I'm back. Hopefully we'll have a few more people join us this morning for our 10:15. Taking your time to get set up, Carol, grabbing your water, chair, weights, whatever feels good for you this morning. Got a few more minutes here, so just taking your time getting set up. We are going to continue our mantra this morning, starting each day with a grateful heart. So if there's something you are grateful for this morning, please feel free to share. And then in our break, after we finish our session, we will share just a question to get to know one another a little bit more. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Carol. So wonderful. That's a good one to be grateful for every day, for sure. All right, I'm going to get myself, good morning, Karen. Good morning. I'm going to get myself set up so we can begin our session this morning. So make sure that you have your water and weights if you're using them. And we will begin this morning's session all together. Happy Wednesday, everyone. So, always knowing and listening to your body that you can do any of the movements we do standing or in the chair, okay? I'm going to stay seated or standing, excuse me, for this part. So, we're going to begin with some arm circles, taking it nice and slow. knowing that you can come just like I am with a little lower range of motion. You don't have to come full big circles, but you can do either one. Either one is good choices. So just forward for right now. Nice big inhales and exhales, warming up the entire body this morning. And when you're ready, you feel complete, start to switch directions of those circles, opening up the chest, the back muscles. Nice job. I apologize for the sound of my voice this morning. I am suffering pretty bad with allergies today. This has been the worst day for me. I'm ready for the allergy season to be over. All right, and release. We're going to stretch side to side, knowing that you can sit in your chair and do these stretches, taking them nice and slow. I just want you to stretch out the spine this morning. Inhaling as that arm comes up, exhaling as it comes down. Nice work. Keep reaching. Feel that stretch, pausing each moment on each side, feeling that whole side body get a stretch. Even if you're in your chair, still reaching tall. Let's do one more each side. Really reach and pull and release. We're going to do some neck work here. So coming chin to chest, holding for a brief moment, and then lifting back to that neutral spine. Exhale, let the neck, and as you let that neck come down, even if you're sitting in your chair, let the shoulders relax. Try not to keep the tension as you relax the neck. Inhale back. Let's do that one more time, and then this time option to interlace your fingers, putting a little pressure on the back of that neck, just getting a little deeper stretch. And release. Let's take that neck up to the sky, holding for a moment, relaxing the shoulders down, and then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, look up to the sky, holding for a moment, and releasing. Nice job. We're going to take our hands on our hips. Again, you can do this in your chair, but we're just going to start rolling out our hips here, being very kind this morning if this is the first movement you've created. So just being mindful of our joints, not going too quickly that we hear any popping. Nice big breaths. And then we're going to switch directions wherever you are when you get to the top. Start those circles in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Nice job. Let's do one more around and up. Beautiful. We are going to use our chair here. We're going to come into some raises with our heels, taking these slow. And what I'm going to turn so you can see me. I'm going to lift my heels, and then I'm going to rock just a little bit back and put the weight in my heels. So remembering, if this is still first movement for you, taking this slow, but you're just kind of creating this rocking motion on your feet, warming up the feet here, keeping your hands on that chair, and knowing that you can sit in your chair and just lift those heels as well. Nice job. Keep going. 4 more. Beautiful. Inhaling up, exhaling, rocking back. And let's do that one more time. And release. Option to stay in your chair or come standing. We're going to step out. We're going to do these little step outs to continue to warm up our body. This morning you can use your hands. You can stay right here with the chair, or you can do this in the chair, stepping your legs out and in. Whatever feels good for you this morning, just creating that movement, warming up from the inside out, breathing. Maybe clap this morning. You could touch your feet together, finding that joy in our practice this morning. Nice job. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Getting yourself a drink if you need to do that this morning. And then we're going to go into our strength portion. So, I'm going to put my weights on my chair, knowing that you can stay in your chair for everything we're doing this morning, okay? So, I'm going to walk you through it first. We've done this before. We're going to do our Y and W. So, we're going to start. This is our Y. We're going to flip our palms down, reach up like we're getting something out of the cabinet, pull it down, flip, bicep curl. So it's a Y bicep curl. Flip the palms, reach, pull, release. Okay? That's what we're doing, knowing that you can do this in your chair. Okay? So when you're ready, getting nice and set up, arms come into that W. W, we do a bicep curl first. Flip the palms and reach up. Knowing you can come lower range of motion, you don't have to come all the way up here. Pull it, twist, and down. So we're using lots of different muscles here. We're using the wrist as we are rotating it. We're using our biceps. We're using our shoulders as we push and lift. We're even using our back. Nice job. Push, pull, rotate down into that bicep. Nice job. Rotate the palms, reach, pull. You got this. Rotate forward, reach. You got. Nice job. 4 more wherever you are. Reaching, pulling. Nice job. Working the shoulders, reaching, pulling that mid back down, reaching. 1 more here. Bicep curl, twist the wrist, reach, pull it down. Nice job. Releasing those shoulders if they started to speak to you this morning. Taking your time as we come in to our next movement. I'm going to walk you through it as always before we start together. So knowing that you don't have to use your chair, you can just have your chair in front of you. We're going to come in for our squats this morning. We're going to do 5 together. I take that back. We're going to do 8 this morning. We're going to challenge ourselves some more. We're going to do 8. So coming just like this, or you can come towards your chair and come down and up into your chair. Okay? Whatever feels good for you this morning. So, nice big inhale and exhale. Get yourselves set up into position to where it feels good. And we're going to do 8 all together. Here we go. Exhale as you push up into those heels. Push. Inhale as you start to come down, okay? Taking this as slow as you need it. There was 3. Beautiful work. Keep breathing. Keep pushing into those heels, squeezing the glutes at the top, keeping that spine nice and long. There was 6 right here. And 7. Breathe. and 8. Nice job, friends. And release. Breathing. Taking that moment here. Nice job. We're going to do that again, going through that strength portion. We'll do that again, and then we'll do some balance work, and then you, my friends, will be ready for your cool down. So if you're ready, we're going to come in our chair this time for our strength. So we did biceps before with some shoulder stuff. We're going to do kind of that variation. So we're going to come hinged over our hips a little bit. Our arms are forward, but my back is straight. So I'm not leaning this much. Even though I'm hinging with my hips, I'm keeping my chest open and my spine is very long. So we're going to do a bicep curl. Then we're going to come into a fly. Okay, I'm going to show you at the front too. So keeping that spine long. My palms are forward, flat feet, bicep curl. Rotate those palms towards your legs. Soft bend like you're holding a beach ball. Fly it up. Really pull the mid back together. Okay? That's where we're going. So here we go. Inhale, bicep curl. Palms towards. Reach that beach ball. Knowing to work with your range of motion. So your beach ball may be smaller, and that's okay. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale. Release. That's helping that core. Inhale up. Exhale down. Get those beach balls. Pull those shoulder blades together and really use that core. Reach. Nice job. Keep looking right out in front of your feet and keeping that spine nice and long. Reach. Working our shoulders, our back, our biceps. Little bang for our buck here this morning. Keep going. Let's do 4 more. We can do this. Reach. Here we go. And last one. Bicep curl. Release. Inhale. And exhale. Sit that spine nice and long. Nice work, ladies. Take a water break if you need it. I need it. My throat is very, very dry this morning. I'm sure you can tell in the sound of my voice. All right. Taking your time, because we're going to go back into those squats, either holding your chair in front of you or sitting down in the chair like I was doing. Taking your time, though. We're in no hurry this morning. So nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale. Release. Let's do that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Release. Let it all go. Getting yourself set up for this part of our strength. Keeping our spine nice and long. As we exhale, push through those heels. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Inhale, come down. You got this. Push. Taking this at your pace. Taking your time each time to get set up before you push off again. If you're using your chair. Here's 4. You have 4 more, my friends. Nice big exhales, push and squeeze. Inhale as you sit. Push. Beautiful work. We have 1 more after this. Nice job. And release. Shake out any kinks that you're needing this morning. Nice work. All right. We're going to go in to our balance this morning. And then we will be ready for our cool down. Couple sessions here each side. So, options this morning. As always, weights are optional. We're going to work on our balance though. So we're going to hold the chair. We're going to put that weight in our left leg here. Option to hold a weight, but you don't have to. You're going to take your hand out and just hold. You can tap your toe or you can lift. As you're holding that leg still, get a soft bend in this leg, so don't hyperextend. Get a little bend. Standing as tall as possible, we're going to lift and lower that leg just a little bit. It does not have to be super intense, and you don't even have to use your weights. Good morning, Kathy. I'm so sorry. I just saw your name pop up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, to set yourself up, soft bend in this leg. Take that toe out. Option right here. You just keep your toe tapped on the floor. Option to just move your arm and test your balance. Option to bring that leg up just even a tiny bit. And we're going to add our arm and leg. Here we go. Lifting and lowering. Trying to keep your spine from getting crooked here. Stay nice and tall. Option, lifting that hand up off the chair. Option to hold it the whole time. Lots of choices, friends. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Maybe shake out those legs. This is so good. Making sure you're pointing that toe and you're really using that whole leg muscle. This leg, if you feel like you feel it in the standing leg, that's okay. You're supposed to, because it's holding your weight, okay? It shouldn't be painful, but it's challenging to hold that balance as we have a weight. That's why no weight is an option. That's why just pointing your toe and moving just your arm is another choice. All right, we're going to stay with this leg before we go to the next side. So we're going to take our weight, or maybe just your arm, and you're going to come into what I call a shoulder press. Knowing that lower range of motion, you can push it right in front of you. It doesn't have to be up top, okay? Sticking with our balance theme, soft bend in your leg, knowing you can sit in the chair and do the same movement. This is if you want to challenge your balance here. So holding the chair, point that toe out in front of you, and either option stay right here, pointing the toe, lifting, or you're going to lift a little bit with the leg and the arm, all right? Setting up wherever you feel nice and centered. Nice big inhale. Here we go. Exhale, push it away, bring it down. Play with hovering that hand if you choose. You really got to squeeze the glutes, knowing you don't have to use a weight, knowing you don't have to lift that leg. You can just balance and lift your arm. Nice job. Keep working. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Release. Shake out the feet if they start talking to you. Shake out the shoulders. Taking a drink. All good choices. All I'm doing is moving my chair for the next side. Beautiful work, friends. Knowing that all these movements you can do in the chair always. I like to give you lots of choices. Some days we're feeling sassier than others. Maybe today you are sitting. Maybe the next time we do this, you're standing. Lots of good choices. So, last little bit of strength here on this side. We're going to put our weight into our right leg. Soft bend so we don't hyperextend, okay? Again, options. Pointing that toe and just moving the arm. This is a perfect balance right here. Maybe you lift that toe just even a centimeter and we lift and lower the leg, okay? Here we go. Getting yourself set up. Nice big inhale and exhale. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Lifting and lowering, or you're in the chair and you're stepping those legs out to the side. I can even show you that if you'd like me to. Lifting and lowering your leg out to the side. Okay? Nice job. Keep breathing. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake out the feet. We got to make it even, so we're going to go into those shoulder presses on the other side. If you're in your chair, it's just a leg extension with a lift, okay? So again, nice strong base in that standing leg, holding your chair for support. Option, take that toe and just point it and just move the arm up and down. Option to lift the foot with the arm just a tiny bit. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Knowing you can take that arm more in front of your face if you have any shoulder discomfort. Beautiful. Keep pulling that core back and lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Beautiful. Roll it out. Shake out those feet if you need to. Taking your time, getting a drink. Nice work. Beautiful. Taking your time to get in your chair this morning. We have a little bit of sneaky core, and then we are done, friends. Nice job. Taking your time. I'm going to show you before we go into it, okay? So you're going to take your weight and opposite, I'm going to sit to the side actually. You're going to keep your spine long. The weight goes in front of you, so we don't want to arch our back. So if you feel like the weight pulls you too much, then you can do this without weight. The weight just adds an extra level of difficulty, right? So holding that weight, you're going to reach across your knee, lift that knee, come into some side abs, okay? Opposite, okay? So that's what it's going to look like. So when you're ready, sitting nice and tall, taking the weight, or maybe you're just holding your hands out. Inhaling, come across that body, lifting the chest, getting that twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift the knee, reach over it, and release. Sneaky, sneaky core here. Inhaling and exhaling. You might feel it in your hip flexors here. That's okay, as long as it's not painful. Discomfort, challenge is okay, just we don't want any pain. Reaching and lifting. So really reaching for that leg, feeling that core turn on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, maybe shake out the shoulders if that started to talk to you. We're going to do one more core thing, and then you, my friends, will be ready for your cool down this morning. So again, I'm going to walk you through it before we do it together, knowing that weights are just an option. You do not have to use weights. So it's going to be like a windmill. So taking this slow so you're not getting dizzy. This is why we're doing this in our chair. So inhaling the arm, right arm comes down, left arm comes up. Then you get it, windmill, other side. Focusing on that reaching down so you feel it in those abs, okay? Knowing you can do this without a weight. So you're coming windmill, center, windmill. Taking this very slow. We don't want anyone to get dizzy. If you get dizzy, take a break. Here we go. Inhale, reaching the right arm down first, Then that arm comes up. Exhale, release. Inhale, the left, right arm up. Woo! Can we feel that? Yes. Inhale down, reach. I'm sliding my weights down this bar of my chair. I'm sitting nice and tall with a straight spine. Trying not to let my chest go forward, keeping it nice and in line with my hips, my shoulders. Inhaling up. You got this. Back to that other side. Windmill. Beautiful. Knowing no matter where you are and how many you've done, we're going to do 4 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice work. 2 more. 2 more and you get to go to your cool down. Beautiful job, friends. And release. Beautiful. Hopefully you felt the challenge. Feeling that side. Get a nice workout there. Whew, sitting nice and tall. Let's do a little seated cat-cow to start our cool down this morning. So inhale that heart forward. Exhale, push the palms forward, rounding the spine. Inhaling nice and long. Exhaling, round the spine. Let's do a couple with your own breath. It's always important. I encourage you to not find my cadence of breath, but find your own. That helps you get so centered in your practices, connecting to your body. When you feel complete, coming back to that neutral spine. Nice job. We're going to sit nice and tall. Take those arms out to a T. Inhale, exhale. Just gentle twist. You're going to take that arm over, across. Not rounding the spine, keeping it nice and tall. Feeling that side body get a stretch, especially where we work those obliques. And release, come center. We're going to do it the other side. Inhale those arms out to a T. Exhale, gentle spinal twist to the right. Connecting back to your practice, to your breath, to your intention. Today's mantra is still waking up with a grateful heart. Carol shared she is very grateful for her friends and family. Hopefully you're tapping into that grateful heart this morning. And release. Let's do a nice big inhale, but we're going to come forward. Interlace the fingers around the spine. And then inhale those arms out to a T. So we're exhaling like we're giving somebody a big hug. Interlacing the fingers. And then inhaling, nice big open heart. And exhale once more, rounding the spine. Beautiful, sitting nice and tall. We're going to come into those circles with our arms. And feel free to kind of rock gently your neck side to side as you come into these little gentle rolls. Creating movement and space wherever your body is calling for you to do so. And gently reverse those circles. Still rocking out that neck wherever those tight spaces are. Nice job. We're going to take our arms behind us. Gentle shoulder stretch here. So you can interlace your fingers behind you, or you can just hold your chair on the sides, lifting the spine nice and tall, pulling the core back, feeling that back, mid-back, and shoulders get a nice stretch. Nice job. And exhale, release. Couple little shoulder rubs here. One shoulder, then maybe the other. Nice job. Sitting nice and tall in our chair. Taking one final moment here to really soak up the efforts of your practice. Let it wash over you. Not thinking about what's next in your day. Just really giving your body the love and attention it needs in this space. Big inhales and exhales. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe repeating that mantra of waking up with a grateful heart. It could be just as simple as that. Not necessarily assigning something to that mantra. Just telling yourself, I am going to wake with a grateful heart. Nice job. Final thing this morning is scooping up one big scoop of love for yourself, for your day, for allowing yourself in this space this morning, for showing up for you. Nice big inhale, scoop up that love. Exhale, release, friends. Nice job. Beautiful practice this morning with all of you. Nice job. As I promised before we start our next session, we just doing a little exercise, a brain curl to get to know one another even more. So the question I asked this morning is if you could eat, one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose and why? And I shared earlier, if you weren't on this session, that I can't have dairy. I'm not supposed to have it, but I really love it. I love cheese. So mine would probably be a charcuterie board. I always say that word. I can't say it right, especially not this morning. My brain is so foggy. But I would do like meats and cheeses. I love cheese so much. So that would be what I would choose if I had to eat one thing for the rest of my life. So feel free to share. And as always, share anything that's calling to your heart this morning that you would like to share. This is the space we do it in this break before we start our final session this morning. Oh, yes, Kathy. It is hard, isn't it? I'm not lactose. I have an autoimmune deficiency, and so I'm not supposed to have dairy. And I do know when I don't have it, I feel much, much better than when I do have it. But that stinks because it tastes so good. I specifically like the sharp cheeses, the ones that are kind of hard and crumbly. Yeah, but I've been doing really good. Ooh, organic apricots, meats, good choices. I haven't had an apricot in a long time. I feel like that's a fruit that I forget most of the time. That is a good one, and they are very yummy. Thank you for sharing, ladies. We'll do one more session this morning all together before we close out, and then we will be back here Friday. Taking this time, if you're staying on, to grab some water, maybe refill it, stretch, doing whatever your body's calling for you to do in these short breaks between sessions. In fact, I'm going to grab my water as I'm saying that. I put it back over here. Thanks, Karen. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Hope to see you on Friday. Taking these moments to just connect. I'd also like to mention that when we're just in these spaces in between classes and there's no sharing going on, it's also a good opportunity to just sit and do some breathing exercises. I don't want to say meditation because that sometimes scares people off, but really just tapping into your breath and counting the cadence of your breath for a few moments can really center you for your day and into the next session. So those are some things we can do as well. I'm gonna whoop. Nice job. Just wait a few more minutes here. Karen, I hope you're staying on with us this morning. Okay, why is it doing that? Sorry, friends, I'm trying to get my thing to work here and it's not. Hopefully that will work. Huh. Sorry. Oh, wonderful, Carol. I'm so glad you're staying as well. I'm messing with my settings here and it's not letting me. So if you hear me talking, it's not about you guys. It's not the class. All right. We got about 4 more minutes here. We'll wait to see if people are going to join us. Okay. All right, friends. Grabbing that drink of water and chair, weights, whatever you're needing this morning. All right, friends. I'm going to get myself so we can start our warm up and our final session this morning together. Knowing that weights are always a choice, they're not required. Sitting nice and tall in our chairs this morning. Beautiful work. We're going to start. Let's just start with some breath work this morning. It's our final session. Maybe this is your second or third session. Just tapping into that grateful heart this morning. Pausing, taking in your surroundings. Maybe you can hear the birds chirping outside. Maybe it's just blissful silence in your home. Whatever you're tapping into this morning, just find that cadence in your breath where you're inhaling through the nose, full breaths, and exhaling out the mouth. It's important in any movement we can choose to create that we always connect to our mind-body connection, not just the physical. If we're just tapping into physical, we're missing a big part of our wellness journey. So just really breathing here for a moment. Nice job. Slowly blinking the eyes open if they were closed. We're going to take the left arm across our body, gentle stretch, and maybe roll the wrist as you're coming into that. Sitting nice and tall in your chair. Nice job. Exhaling, let that arm go. Inhale the right arm across the body. Again, option to roll out the wrist, any kinks. Keeping that shoulder out of your ear as much as possible. And release. We're going to take our hands forward like our virtual 5-5. Stretching out the wrists this morning. Gently pulling those fingers back towards your forearm. Only going as deep as feels good for you. Then exhale. Let that wrist hang, but maybe gently pull those fingers back underneath. Nice job. Release. Maybe roll the wrist and coming into the other side. Left hand goes forward. Gently pull the fingertips back, breathing into that stretch, and exhale, opposite direction. Nice job. Release. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to come into some seated cat-cows this morning. So inhale the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, and exhale. Finding, again, it's important to come into your cadence of breath, not mine. I'm just here to motivate you and encourage you to find that space. Nice job. One more time here. Nice job. We're going to take the arm up and over, pat your back, but maybe grabbing both wrists. Actually, I changed my mind. I do that sometimes. Inhale, both arms. Just hold onto your forearm. Find gentle side twist here. Really just work out any kink. So maybe you're going side to side. Maybe you're gently twisting. Whatever feels good for you. And then release. We're going to come into our swimmer arms, but instead this morning we're going to reach and pull with no weights here. Just opening up the mid-back here. Working the shoulders. Pulling and pushing that energy away. Nice job. Keep going. Keep using that breath, that beautiful breath. And release. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to take our legs out and in. Gentle leg extensions here with our knees, warming up whole body. Gently inhaling and exhaling. Nice job. We're going to hold the feet up and just point and flex your feet here, warming up the joints in our feet. Still sitting nice and tall. Beautiful work, friends. Maybe start to gently roll those ankles in one direction. And when you feel complete, you can switch directions. Nice job. Slowly release, sitting nice and tall. I just want you to come into some little marching with the feet. You can add the arms if you choose. Just warming up whole body here. Nice big marches here with a long spine. Finding that joy with every little march. Knowing that if we don't find joy in our movement, we won't want to continue moving. So find that happiness, that joy we created every day. We make that choice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll those shoulders, a big roll and release. And we, my friends, will get started with our workout, our strength portion. So grabbing a drink. Nice job. All right, this morning we're going to start a little slower and then we'll build, of course. Still working. We're going to take our hands on our, I can't speak, on our thighs, hinging at your hips just a little bit. I just want you to let those arms roll the weights up and down, stretching out the wrists. So my reasoning, we stretched out our wrists. Now you know why, because I knew we were going to work them just a little bit this morning. Nice job. Then we're going to switch our wrists here. So we're going to come forward and then rotate. So weights come together, palms together, so to speak. So you're just rolling them around here, getting those joints nice and warmed up. 3 more. Nice work. When you finish your last one, just slide yourself back up to sitting nice and tall. Roll those shoulders down and back. We're going to come into our bicep curls here. So nice big inhale as you curl it up. Exhale as you go down. Nice job. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Working with your breath work. Squeezing at the top. Nice job. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and final one. Release. Okay, we've never done this movement before, so we're going to take it slow and we're going to stand. Ladies, so sorry. Sit in our chair. We're going to pull the weights up, release, flip those palms, come into a W bicep curl and release. Flip the palms, pull it up to the chest, come down, flip, W. So I know I'm causing our brains to work overtime. Consider this part of our brain curl. So lift, elbows come up high, twist, wide W here with our bicep. Flip the palms, pull up to our chest, release, turn, W. You got this. Keep working. Pull, knowing that you can do this movement without weights, as always. Pull, release, W. Inhale the weights up. Exhale down. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release. Nice job. Wherever you are, let's do 3 more. Nice job. Keep that breath work. Keep that spine nice and long. Beautiful. Final one here. Inhale, exhale, pull, release. Nice job. Maybe roll out the shoulders, wiggle it out, whatever's feeling like you need it to call to you this morning. All right. We're going to come into our heel lifts this morning. So just lifting and lowering the heels, taking your time to get to this position. If you're still putting your weights down, that's okay. So when you're ready, you jump into these movements. We're just going to inhale and exhale, warming up our feet. Nice job. Keep breathing. Nice work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. We're going to stand. I'm going to challenge you, but know that there should be no discomfort because we're not going into a standard. We are going into our range of motion. So, I'm moving my stuff out of the way here this morning. All right. We're going to come into some balancing. So, you're going to take your leg, your chair in front of you, standing nice and tall. You're going to put weight in your left leg. That right leg's going to go behind. So you're going to lift that leg behind you, point that toe down. So you're trying not to come too far forward. It's just a tiny lift. We're working the glutes and the hamstrings here, and of course our balance. So you're going to squeeze it back and release. Soft bend in this leg, not taking it too deep. More thinking about reaching behind you rather than lifting, okay? So it's more of just a subtle little lift. You're squeezing, testing your balance. Maybe you take your hands off the chair a little bit. 3 more, and then option to just hold that leg for just a moment. Hold it back, hold it off the floor a tiny bit. Squeezing the core, squeezing the glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep holding. You got this. Holding our balance. And release. Nice job. Shake out the hips. Maybe push against your chair. Stretch out the back of your legs. That does work your hamstring and your glutes a lot. So pushing softly onto your chair. Rocking out the legs could feel good. Nice job, ladies. We're going to do the other side. So taking your time to get there because I'm going to set you up first. So I have a nice bend in my right leg, keeping my chair for stability, pointing my toe, my left leg goes back. Subtle little lifts. I keep that bend in my standing leg, which is my right leg, the whole time, and I'm squeezing my glutes and my hamstring just to lift my leg a little bit. And I'm keeping my hands right where I need them, still testing that balance. squeezing together, lifting, and lowering. Option here in just a moment to hold it for just a brief moment, really concentrating on squeezing and keeping that core. 3, 2, holding, squeeze, friends. We got this. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Even if your foot's just barely off the floor, you're working. 3, 2, 1, release. Again, maybe coming into that hamstring stretch where you're rocking the legs, feeling the back of that leg get a stretch. That might feel real nice. Beautiful. Slowly coming back up. Slowly taking a seat in your chair again and grabbing your weights. Sitting nice and tall, taking your time to get into this position. We're going to work our arms again. Then we'll do another balance thing. Okay? So, we are going to come in. I'm going to turn sideways actually. So, we're going to come into some tricep work with an extension in front. So, you're going to reach the arm in front of you, reach behind you, come forward. We're going to do the right arm only first. So hinging just a little bit so you can get the reach in the tricep. If this front weight feels like it's pulling you too much, then just come with one weight. I'd rather you focus on the tricep than this arm. This is just added difficulty, added strength, okay? So choosing what feels good for you. When you're ready, sitting nice and tall, roll the shoulders down and back. Reach, hinging at the hips just a little bit. Pull it back in, keeping that chicken wing. The arm stays nice and close to the body. Reach. When you reach, thinking about length rather than height. We don't want our shoulder joint to swing, okay? So tiny extensions. It's more about that tiny movement. Keeping that core nice and pulled back. 5, 4, we're going to hold that tricep. I know you can do it. 3, we're going to hold these arm movements. 2, and 1. Hold that tricep engaged and just lift it a little bit. It's like a little pulse. Lift. Tiny. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Something about those pulses, friends. I know it was probably burning. It's those tiny, tiny movements that get us. So taking your time, rolling out those shoulders. I'm going to show you the other side. So I'm going to take my right arm forward, hinging just a little bit at my hips. Left arm is going to go back. So reach and swing a little bit, okay? So when you're ready, nice big inhale and exhale. Reach, pull it back in, keeping that arm that's into the tricep nice and close. Controlled movement as you reach it back. Nice job. 5, we're going to hold it one more time. 4, 3, 2, right here, we're going to hold it, just a little pulse. Lift that back arm, just tiny little lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice work. Release. I know you were feeling that one. I know. Beautiful work. Grab a drink. Release those weights. We're going to go into our other balance and strength this morning. Taking your time. I'm setting up, but I want you to stay within your break here. Beautiful. All right. This is what we're going to do this morning. So we're going to hold weight in our left leg. We're going to do some curls in the back of our leg here. So if that doesn't cause any discomfort, okay? So only taking that leg where it feels. If you can't bend it all the way to your booty, that's okay. Just holding that leg. We're going to hold that bend. Holding our balance. You can take a weight out to the side and hold, or no weight and just hold. We're balancing, okay? Those are your options. And I'm going to show you front ways as well if I was holding my chair in front of me. So, option to just come right to your chair, soft bend in that standing leg, bend that leg, and maybe this is where you are. Maybe you're just holding like this. Maybe you have one hand on the chair. Maybe you want a little extra and you're holding that weight. It can be lower range. It doesn't have to be all the way up, okay? So wherever you are, just balance. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. You're squeezing your glutes. You're squeezing that heel as close as you possibly can, even if it's lower. Just squeeze. Hold your core. You got this. Lock it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Shake out the foot. Your ankle, you might feel it dance. That's totally normal. So we're making our body hold ourselves. So that's normal if you feel the ankle kind of want to move around, okay? So we're going to go to the other side. Same thing. You do not have to have a weight. You're going to put the weight on the right leg. You're going to squeeze your glutes. You're going to bend that leg wherever feels good for you. And here's your option. Just hold right here. Or holding with the arm out with a weight. Those are your choices, okay? So getting yourself nice and set up. Squeezing the glutes. Coming into that hold wherever feels good. Maybe you're right here with both hands on the chair. Lots of choices this morning, friends. Just hold and squeeze. You got this. This is so good for our stability as we age. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Nice job. Maybe shake out the feet. Wonderful work, friends. I know that is a challenging movement, which is why I give you lots of choices. But we want to always encourage ourselves to push through the uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is okay. Pain is not. Knowing that we can do a lot more than we give ourselves credit for sometimes. Nice job. Whew. Coming to that chair whenever you feel ready. We're going to move on this morning with our weights here. Weights are always just a choice, but I'm going to encourage you to use them this morning. So we're going to take the weights to our side with our palms forward. I couldn't think of the word. Palms forward. As we lift, and it can be tiny, then you're going to rotate the wrists where the pinkies come up and then release. So it's a lift the pinkies like you're pulling the pinkies back. This is going to be a weird movement. So if the weights cause your shoulders too much discomfort, knowing that you can just come right here. Hold your OK fingers, remember? And then try to lift the pinkies to the sky. That's all we're doing, okay? Subtle movements can sometimes be the most challenging, but we can do this, I promise. So inhale the palms up. Rotate those pinkies to the sky. Exhale, down. Inhale. You got this. Working some strength in our back to lift our arms. Working our wrist. Getting some wrist strength here as well. Keep pulling that core back because we want to sit nice and tall in our chair. Beautiful. 3 more. Keep with that breath movement. Last one. Beautiful. Release. Maybe let those weights come down. You're going to feel that probably worked your joint of your elbow. Again, that's okay to strengthen that as long as it wasn't causing pain. being uncomfortable is different than pain, okay? Beautiful work. All right, a little bit more strength work this morning, friends. So, we're going to take our weights, if you choose. We're going to lift our arm up and forward. So, we're holding our arms out and then bending at the joint here. When you come forward, let that wrist kind of come down. It's like we're holding a heavy pan. Pull it back in. Release slow, let the wrist come down. Pull it back and back in. So we're kind of working shoulders, wrist, back, right? You're working that back to keep yourself nice and tall, right? Pull it back. Nice job. Couple more. Taking them at your pace with your breath. Remembering to get that extension of those wrists as you come forward. Nice job. 2 more. Last one. And release. Maybe roll out the shoulders. The wrist. Nice job. Last little balancing on each side before we go to our last arm movement and then our cool down, friends. So, balance, 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 friends. You're going to hear me do that a lot because balance is so, so, so important. So, option to have your chair next to you or option to have your chair in front of you. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. Holding, we're going to take our foot and bring it in, almost if you've ever done yoga, like a tree, okay? So it does not have to come up here unless that feels comfortable on your knee joints. That's not where we're going. This is just balance. So this is your option. Hands here, hands on the chair, squeezing the glutes. If you can bring it up a little bit more on your calf, that's fine too. Maybe you need to bring it here. If this hurts your hip, then just bring your leg close to you. But bringing it up and down the leg is where we create that tree, okay? So setting up wherever you feel good. We are just going to get zen, my friends. We want to really lock it in. Find our balance, squeezing. That chair is there for your support, so use it. Knowing you can do hard things. If you've done yoga before, this is very much a yoga-inspired pose, but it's so good. Keeps our hips stable. Everything is squeezing, knowing you can find wherever feels good for your balance. And just breathe. Lock it in. I'm talking the whole time because I want you to forget about what we're doing, about the uncomfortableness. Push through that. You can do this. I promise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, my friends. Shake out those feet. Nice job. Breathing. Taking your time as we're going to move to the other leg. Nice job. So, again, if you wanted the chair in front of you as you come into this balance, knowing that that's a choice, okay? I like it to the side just so you can see me, but whatever you choose is fine. So knowing that you're going to get that strong base this time on your right leg, you can hold the chair the whole time. Maybe you just point your toe and this is your balance right here. That's fine. Maybe you want that leg to come forward to take pressure off your hip. That's fine too. So finding wherever you found on the other side, maybe you're up a little higher. That gets a little trickier, yes? That's okay. Fight the uncomfortableness. Uncomfortableness challenges us, and challenge creates change. So find the balance you found on the other side, lock it in, find your zone, find your breath, knowing this is the last really hard work of class this morning. So tap it in. You got this. 5, 4, You got this. 2 and release. Beautiful, friends. Beautiful, beautiful. Find that breath. Return. Let it ground you. We're going to come into one final strength pose in our chairs. So taking your time to get there. No rush. All right. We're going to come into one final strength, sneaky little core work. I'm actually going to turn my chair this way. Knowing that, again, weight is just optional. We're going to hold this weight on our chest. Feet are going to be flat. You're going to move just a little bit away from your chair. You're going to inhale, exhale, push. That's all we're doing, friends. Okay? Knowing that you don't have to use this weight. It's just extra. So when you're ready, get yourself nice and set up. Long spine. Pull back the core when you're sitting up. Weight holding here on your chest, or you can hold it like this. Inhaling, exhaling, pull. Nice job. Inhale, exhale. Remembering, take this with your breath cadence. Maybe my breath cadence is a little quicker. Maybe yours is quicker than mine. Listen to your inhales and exhales. Inhaling it back, exhaling, pull, lift that chest. Don't round the spine. Try to keep it nice and long. We got this. Pushing through. This is your last hard effort of class this morning. Breathing. Using that beautiful core. Core keeps us so strong and grounded. Let's do 5. Use that breath work. 4. 3. 2. Last one, friends. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Nice job. Staying in your chair for this cool down. I'm just going to turn mine. You did so wonderful, ladies. Coming nice back, flat against the chair, nice and tall. Take those feet forward. Let's start to point and flex, because I know we did some balancing and that can cause some discomfort on those feet joints. Option to roll out the feet here. Option to switch directions. Nice job. And slowly bring those feet back. We're going to inhale up. Exhale, split the hands, twist slightly over the right side, looking right directly in line of sight, or maybe slightly behind you if that doesn't cause any pain. Inhale up. Exhale to the left side, sitting nice and tall. And release. Let's do a nice big inhale. Push those hands forward, round the spine. And release. Let's do that again. Inhale, push those palms round the spine. And release. Let's take the right arm across. Soft, gentle hug here with our arms. Breathing into the stretch. And release. Taking that left arm out and then across the body. Taking that shoulder out of your ear as much as possible. Nice and tall, feeling grounded back to your breath, to your practice. And release. Taking those hands up, interlacing. Maybe take a full body stretch and gently side to side. If you need to come a little forward of your shoulders, knowing that this range of motion is fine as well. Listening to your body, working out those kinks. And release. Beautiful, friends. Such a good practice this morning. Let's remember our final mantra to wake with a grateful heart, and we are going to scoop up some love for ourselves for our practice this morning. Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale. Release. Wonderful, friends. Way to work hard this morning for me and for you. It's beautiful Wednesday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and that I see you on Friday morning. Remember to stretch. If you found any areas of discomfort, continue to stretch today when you can. Specifically before bedtime is an important time to stretch. So thank you again for a wonderful session. Hope to see you all on Friday.